Hello, welcome to another edition of EnglishEverest.com IELTS Speaking Improvement Lesson. Today in speaking part 2, we're going to describe an experience when you receive a call from someone you don't know in a public place. As you can see, we have people receiving calls on cell phones, of course, because if it's in a public place, then it has to be a cell phone or a mobile device. So there are a few public phone boxes left, but you very rarely see them. And you wouldn't receive a call on a public phone box, you would make a call. So let's continue. You should say, when you receive this call, where you received the call, what you were doing at the time, and what the call was about, and how you felt about it. So to prepare, you make some notes, and what I've done here is I've given two parts. The first part is I've given you some examples for yourself to trigger your ideas, and I've also given you the words for the ideas for my example. So the things I'm going to talk about are listed here, underlined. Okay. There are also other examples for time. Time can be any time. It doesn't really matter. Whether your story is a real story or is it something from your past, which it should be, then you will know the time. So you can insert the time, of course. Where? In a cafe, at work, in a mall, on a beach, walking down the street. Ideas. What were you doing? Eating, shopping, relaxing, talking, reading. More ideas. What was the phone call about? Selling, someone trying to sell me something. A job offer, a mistake, a wrong number. Again, ideas. How did you feel? Suspicious, shocked, cautious. Cautious means careful. Wary also kind of means cautious. It means I'm suspicious of this person. I don't like it when someone calls me who I don't know, so I'm very careful on the phone. I'm very careful what I say. So these two words, cautious and wary, have that meaning. Happy. Could have been a good phone call. Maybe you've won some money. Very unusual or unlikely, but possible. Okay, vocabulary related to receiving calls. Cell phone or mobile phone. Receive, get, or take. All of these verbs can be used. I received a call. I got a call. I took a call from someone. So all of those verbs are fine. Anonymous means we don't know who the person is. A cold call. Call from someone trying to sell you something, but you don't know who they are. Marketing. The business of trying to sell products through advertising. Privacy is the shielding of personal information, keeping it private. Personal or private information, the information which belongs to people. Expecting a call means when you know someone is going to call you, you can say, I'm expecting a call. We have the wrong number, which is very obvious when someone calls, but they've dialed the wrong number and they get the wrong person. To hang up, when someone puts the phone down abruptly, quickly, suddenly. Doesn't matter which end of the call, which person puts the phone down, whoever puts the phone down hangs up. But someone can also hang up on you. So to hang up can be for both sides. To get cut off. To get cut off is usually when there's a technical problem. For example, bad signal, weak signal. Maybe the telephone exchange has blown up or caught fire or everything's burnt. just anything. It could be anything, but it's related to the connection of your call. So I'll just put it under technical reasons. Okay, please follow along. As you can see, the color coding answers the specific things, and then we have some of the things that are underlined expressions. A few weeks ago, during my lunch hour, I was sitting in a cafe having something to eat when my phone rang. This in itself is nothing unusual, but on this occasion, it was not someone I knew, as the caller referred to me as Sir. None of my friends or colleagues ever addressed me this way. I asked who the caller was, and she told me she was from a cell phone company and that they had offers on new cell phone packages. I asked her what company it was and was told that it was a different company to mine. How do I know this? Because I know the company I'm with. She told me she was from a different company. I thanked her and told her that I was not interested. But at the same time, I wanted to know how she had my number, which is part of my private information. She refused to answer my question. This made me feel suspicious because I don't like strangers invading my privacy. At this point, I hung up. I then decided to find out how they got my number. I called my cell phone company, who informed me that they used my information for marketing purposes, but would take me off their list if I was not happy about it. I told them to do it immediately. I had mixed feelings afterwards because I understand that companies need people's information to sell things to them, but shocked by the fact that my cell phone company had not asked for my permission. Okay, that's the end of the speaking part. Again, practice the format, use the vocabulary. If you've got different topics that you want to talk about, that you're going to practice talking about, use some of the vocabulary. Remember, vocabulary crosses over to different topics. Some vocabulary is very specific, but other vocabulary is very general. So separate the two. If you've got general vocabulary, try and practice it on other topics. Remember, you do not have to talk about a real activity. My story is not real. I've had similar things happen, but I just made up most of it because you don't need to give a real situation. And to be quite honest, this has never happened to me. This has never happened to me, but similar things have. Okay, so keep practicing. If this is your first visit to our website, please subscribe and press the notification button and you'll be notified of new videos when they come out. Also, visit our website in Chinese and in English. If you are a Chinese visitor, we will be able to help you. I do have some Chinese speaking help, so I will be able to help you book your classes and answer any questions you have. Okay, that's the end of the video. Thank you for your time and see you in the next video.